I understand you work for her.
With her?
Whatever.
That bothers you?
Yes, of course it does.
Why?
Mr. Lucas, did you or did you not know my husband?
I did.
And you shouldn't have to ask that question.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Are you a businessman, Mr. Lucas? Do you follow the financial papers?
Yes, I do.
Then you ought to know what was going on between Iris and Mac.
The takeover?
Yes.
It failed.
That's not the point. The point is Iris can't be trusted.
I see.
I wonder if you do.
You know, I think we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. Could we start all over again?
You can try.
I had other reasons for coming to Bay City.
Yes, I know that, too.
You do?
Yes.
About Felicia?
She's a good friend.
Well, then you knew that she and I loved each other a long time ago.
And there was a child.
Yes, there still is, and we're going to find her.
I hope you do.
I will never give up.
You don't seem the type.
I'm also not just a cold businessman out to make a buck.
Is there some reason I should believe you are?
Listen, as far as Iris is concerned, she came to me with a project that I found interesting. I accepted her offer. It was strictly business.
Good luck.
I'm sorry if our connection offends you.
You can work with whoever you want to work with. But you claim to know my husband. And you neglected to mention that you were also working for his daughter.
Well, I hope you understand now.
Oh, I think I'm beginning to.
Well, you've been very, very gracious in a very difficult time. I must be keeping you from something.
No, you're not keeping me from anything. Would you like something?
Some tea might be nice.
All right, I'll get you some tea.
I did that?
Oh, it's understandable.
Oh, like hell it is. I forgot to cancel the order for those antibiotics.
You had an emergency.
How could I be so stupid?
Doc, look, the patient's life wasn't in danger.
Thank God for that.
I think Russ was right. I shouldn't have done it myself.
Well, thank God you brought it to his attention,
In
John.
my own inimitable manner, yes.
I don't care how you did it. I owe you a big one.
No, you don't.
No, yes, I do.
Jamie, maybe you could say something to Russ.
Oh, Sharlene.
No,
come on.
he is being extra hard on John.
Well, that's the least I can do.
I can handle it.
Why should you have to? He is hardly the average orderly.
To tell you the truth, I don't understand why Russ is having you do this, John.
Well, he must have his own reasons.
John should be in the residency program right now.
If it was my call, he would.
Well, the fact is that Russ is being unreasonable.
Well, I tell you, let me see what I can do.
Darling,
all right?
No, it's gotta be all right. I am not sick. All right.
Jamie.
I'm not sick.
The admitting desk asked us to bring her right up here.
You can't.
Hi, Nicole.
Please,
Nicole,
Jamie,
hi.
help her.
It's Jamie. It's Jamie. Hi.
Jamie.
I'm glad you came to see me.
No, let me go, okay?
No, it's okay. Let's go in there and talk a little bit, okay?
Hey, Nick.
I'll need some information.
No,
Come
don't.
on.
You can't.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No, Donna. Make them stop. Make them stop. Darling, they're gonna help you. They're gonna help you.
So what's happening to her?
I don't know. I didn't see her. I was just talking to a resident.
About what?
How she got this way. I feel so stupid. I just ignored this whole thing. And I'm really sorry that I shouted at you.
That's all right, forget it.
I had no idea that her problems were so severe. I didn't want to know.
None of us did, I guess. And she hid it well.
But we should have seen it. I should have seen it. I'm her sister.
I think she must have, or it must have been so difficult for her to hide things, such a strange. I mean, she's not even the same person anymore.
I know she hurt you very badly.
That doesn't matter to me. Just hate to see her like this.
I ordered a tranquilizer and she's quieter now.
What's going to happen to her?
Well, our chief of psychiatry, Dr. Steinberg, is with her right now. And she'd like to talk to you, Donna.
Right now.
Yes.
Cass, would you please come with me?
Sure.
Right this way.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
No, I was just thinking that. No,
What?
never mind.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, it's a mistake to make comparisons about situations like this.
Nicole?
I looked at her tonight and I thought, there, but for the grace of God.
It is so sad, isn't it?
It struck me what a fragile thing sanity is. You hold so much down for so long. It's you, know.
What?
You. You're the reason I'm not that way. You're the reason I'm happy.
No. I am not gonna take credit for that. You were the reason you're happy.
I wouldn't be if you hadn't come into my life. You're my miracle, Sharlene.
What?
See? Don't argue with me.
It's extraordinary.
What is?
A library. I've always wanted a room like that. I have a library at home, but it's nothing like that.
It was all Mac's taste. He used to love browsing through bookstores. I used to think that's why he became a publisher, because he loved to surround himself with books.
The Red Swan.
Strange, isn't it?
Spoke to Mac just after he bought it.
You did? Did he say why he bought it?
Well, we were discussing primitive art. He knew I had an interest in it and that I had a small collection.
You're a collector.
On a very, very small scale. Did you know there was a legend to that swan?
No.
There was an Indian prince whose wife died unexpectedly after many years of a loving, devoted marriage. The prince was devastated, so much so that the gods took pity on him. So they turned his wife into a red swan. At night, the prince would sit at the edge of the lake, waiting for the red swan to appear. At twilight, she would come to him, and they would sit contentedly, happy to be together, not saying anything. After many years, the prince grew old, loved and respected by his people. On a midsummer's morning, he died. As the sun set below the horizon, his people looked out onto the lake. They saw two red swans drifting away, never to be seen again. I'm sorry I've upset you again.
It's a lovely story. I'm glad you told it to me.
Well, I'd better be leaving now.
Mom. Oh,
Hello, Amanda.
hello.
Good night, Rachel.
Good night. You all right? Yes, I'm fine. Where have you been?
What was that man doing here again?
I asked him.
You did? Why?
I wanted to find out more about him. I'm not sure I have.
I'm having her transferred to the psychiatric ward.
Are you keeping her?
for observation. I need to know something from you, Mr. Winthrop.
Yes.
Should the police be informed, will the woman who was attacked press charges?
I don't think so, no. But I should notify the district attorney in case it affects Nicole's sentencing.
I'll be happy to testify. Nicole needs psychiatric care, not a jail sentence.
Thank you, Doctor.
May we see her?
I don't think that would be wise. Not now. Let her get settled in the ward first. Come back tomorrow.
First thing.
Try not to worry. She'll be well taken care of.
Thank you.
Feel free to call me anytime.
Thank you.
Was it a business meeting? Did he have a deal for you?
Where have you been? I thought you had gone up to bed.
No, Ellie's asleep and Sam's reading, so I thought I would go visit Vicky.
Oh, I have to do that myself. She must be very lonely with Jamie spending so much time at the hospital.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn in. Are you coming?
In a minute.
All right.
Somebody was just here at the door.
Where? I don't see anybody.
Somebody was standing right at the door. It looked like they wanted to come in.